accumulating everything up into my life nowadays, it's like, your girl's a fucking hustler. Your girl is a fucking manifester. Your girl is strictly like, man, she makes shit happen. She makes shit happen when all odds are against her. You know, it's like I'm finally out of a toxic situation that I had to pull and manifest my way out of, and continue to stay connected to God and my ancestors through all of it. And so to finally be able to clear out, you know, all the shit, the family dynamics, the toxic people in my life that I've been clearing out this past year. And yo, like, nobody would even know the lifestyle I've been living, you feel me? Because I make everything what my heart and my body, my mind, my spirit feels inside, regardless of the situation. And man, I just got out of a shitty space that was connected to family members that I thought had my back, but showed me their true colors from the get. And of course, being empathic and being so forgiving and being so overly loving, you know, we don't realize even family members will take advantage of your kindness, especially if they're elders, so they'll always look at you as below them, right? And so I had to experience and really come back into a position in my life a year ago to see, for whatever reason, the dynamic of my family members that I needed to reconnect with, to see what was going on just emotionally. And since life has happened with me traveling and with me shifting and moving through life, and I was called to come back to where I was from. And so to be in this toxic, shitty living situation and just under, you know, somebody else's roof for the past year, and trying to get myself, you know, stable emotionally, spiritually, financially, and push through and, you know, pursue my passions, pursue my dreams, my art, my dance, my tattooing, and really get to a point, you know, besides the drama that was existing day in and day out, you know, it really taught me how to stay strong and really protect my energy, and really protect and know my worth, and really understand that, you know, it doesn't matter, regardless if it's family members, if it's friends, if it's, you know, people you end up dating or meeting, strangers, whatever, new friendships, dynamics, job situations, it doesn't matter. There's comes to a point in your reality where you start to understand that people are going to show you their colors regardless of their attachment to you. It doesn't matter. So in reality, we're all in this on our own, in the sense of you really are searching for, you know, your tribe that is really on your level. And you'll come to find that a lot of people aren't going to be on your level, especially when you're elevating into your higher purpose, into your higher consciousness. And so what will happen is people around you just, you know, naturally, that you thought were going to continue to be a part of this journey with you, that we're going to continue to move forward because, you know, you grew up with these people, you love these people, you care so much about them, and life just happens to where it starts showing you the people around you and what's going on in your environment, really. All the noise, all the mess, all the, you know, low vibrational things that you thought didn't exist or never or would ever exist, you know, in your relationships to anybody. And so when you're presented with these experiences that pop up into your life, it makes you really, you know, second guess yourself. Like, it really puts you in a position where it's like, man, am I am I in the right place? You know what I mean? It really starts to make you doubt yourself. It really puts you in this really, you know, like, again, like doubting yourself and not necessarily putting yourself down, but like really dimming, you know, your light because you don't want to offend, you know, the people that you care about, the people that you love. But in reality, these people don't even give two shits about you. So because, again, being so empathic and being so forgiving and being so of your higher purpose and on your mission and on your path and trying to do better and be better as an individual and human being for yourself, it's like these situations are going to come at you because the devil and the low vibrational energies are trying to do everything in their power for a chosen one not to be a chosen one. Hence why all of a sudden the fucking the lawnmower people are out, and they could have been out all earlier today, you feel me? But as soon as I jump on to present, you know, and present this message out, of course there's going to be, you know, noises and shit in the background. So in reality, it's like, you know, in as Buddhists, you know, it's like, how do we stay peaceful in the chaos around us? How do we allow the situation, you know, to be loud and crazy and wild around us and still find peace and still find happiness within ourselves and not attach our energy to the energies that are around that aren't of our highest good? And so in that sense, being able to teach myself these wisdoms and these practices for a very long time, and knowing how to translate into these situations that come across my life that are chaotic and crazy and wild, especially this past year and just literally recently. It's like I've been able to experience the most toxic and craziest, wildest shit to where I'm just like, man, I know this isn't of my energy. I know this isn't me. And I know how to protect myself in the chaos in the moment. And, you know, unfortunately, your girl had to go through so many chaotic things and ways to really teach myself and harness that strength in myself in protecting myself, because no one else or anything else, no physical thing was going to protect me, you feel me? And so it was all will and strength and, you know, connecting to God and my ancestors. And so that's what kept me going. That's what kept, you know, me strong and kept me knowing of who I am and why I'm here and what I came to do and why I'm able to, you know, go through these experiences, to share these experiences to, you know, everybody else, because I know I'm not the only one that's gone through some crazy, wild, toxic, shitty shit, you know? And so how do we get through that? How do we not give up? Because it's so easy to give up and fall back onto everything low vibrational. It's so easy to fall back on any and everything that isn't, if it's hard, right? If it's hard, and it's so funny, all of a sudden it gets louder and louder as I continue to speak more about this. Again, y'all, like, this shit's real. It's no joke. So it's really like, you know, standing your ground and standing, you know, in your authentic self, and knowing your truth and knowing your power and knowing how much of your voice is needing to be heard and how much of your experience is needing to be shared, so that this helps activate and elevate and educate all of our brothers and sisters that are going through this, and so that they understand and know that they're not the only ones going through this. And so for the ones that have and are still continuing to go through this but have found ways out of it, it's our strength and it's our truth and it's our position to help share this out to our collective, you feel me? And so again, it's, you know, it's very the self-mastery and doing this spiritual work and really finding your devotion within yourself and really finding these practices that will help give you these tools to help you navigate through this crazy and wild, energetic outside forces that are constantly and forever will be around, because the energy, the devil, the low vibrational energy is always going to try and find, you know, ways to distract people and get people off their mission. And so how do we keep that duality of the yin and yang, of the good and bad, knowing that it exists, but it doesn't affect me, right? Knowing that it's so loud and crazy outside, but it doesn't affect me. And so, but this is practice over years and years and experience of having this patience and understanding that these dualities can exist and they're always going to be existing. So it's just a matter of who you want to be and how you perceive this life and how you perceive your experience and what it is that you're going through. And it's really a choice. It really is a choice, because we are big manifestors. We are alchemists of our reality, and we get to paint the picture of what it is that we want to paint, regardless of that low vibrational energy and the fear and the lack mentality that has been implemented in our society for years, and especially with our parents' generations, especially with our grandparents' generation. So it's just my generation that is having to stop that cycle, that's having to cut that cycle, those karmic cycles of our lineage, the, you know, bondage of just the past life shit that has been attached to our family bloodline. And so again, it's a specific and a select few of us that are able to do this work and are able to be the warriors of this lifetime, of this generation, to be able to stop, you know, that power, that low vibrational energy that's trying to destroy our bloodline. And so again, it's not for this shit is not for the weak, family. Your girl has been doing this since a young age, man, since the get, you know, and like, life experiences happened at such a young age to where, man, that shit woke me up to reality of like why I was here, why I reincarnated at such a young age. And so if it wasn't for these experiences, these crazy, wild, harsh experiences that I experienced, I wouldn't have been able to, you know, live the life and pursue the dreams that I've been dreaming since I was a kid. And so to be able to be at a place in my life to know how to navigate through all this, I can say, you know, I'm really lucky to be able to, man, fight through all of that and really, you know, stand my ground and hold my power and do my best, and not allowing situations, places, people that want to try and, you know, manage my life for me, when in reality it's not their position to tell me what to do, you feel me? And it's not a position to telling anybody what to do. Again, it's all choice. So it's just a matter of how you perceive your life and how you want you to show up in life. And if you're coming from, you know, an egotistical way of living, the materialistic way of living, that's do you feel me? But that's only going to satisfy the temporary fixes of your life for the temporary beings, for the temporary beings, for the temporary time. And so when, you know, all of us has gone through these cycles of, you know, experiencing our egos and experiencing the materialistic world, you know what I mean? And so, and being driven by this image. And so unfortunately, because of society, because of Hollywood, because of our social media, because of the quick fix to, you know, get fit, get sexy, get all this bullshit to look better, beautiful, and all this shit by doing this, and enhancing your fucking face to to look beautiful and get these fake ass tits and boobs to all this bullshit, you feel me? It's all this man-made shit that has affected our psyche and our human existence. And so it's only a few of us, this 144 generation, that has always been tapped in and tuned in and, you know, has always stayed away from that way of living and being, or even just has delved into that, you know, lifestyle, and realizing even during being a part of that lifestyle with friends and people, and it's just like, man, this ain't my shit. But, you know, you dimmed your light to fit in with everybody, not realizing that really took away from who you are and what you're meant to do in this life, you feel me? And so again, like, we all go through these experiences to be woken up, to understand, like, what side are you on? Really, it's really plain and simple to, you know, what side are you on? What perspective do you want? Where do you want to be? Like, who are you? You feel me? And it's really to understanding that inner knowing of yourself, and not detaching or feeling some sort of attachment to your family, to the friends that, you know, you've had or do have, the job titles, all these titles, right? And so when you get to this higher knowing of yourself, of this higher consciousness, of the spirituality, of this way of living, of this way of being, there's no titles. There's no, not necessarily saying that there isn't emotions to, you know, be attached to connections, really, right? It's like, it's so hard to explain how, you know, we all have that free will, in the sense of, because we're spirits in these avatars. We have these, you know, we're here experiencing these human experiences as we're here in this lifetime, as we're here reincarnating for the amount of time that we're supposed to be here. And so it's really that freedom of, that true freedom of, you get to do and be whatever it is that you want to get to do and be. And this is a lifestyle and a mentality that has been suppressed from us for years and years and years, because of the percenters, right? The 5%ers that have kept this knowledge, this awakening, this power from us. And so again, it's just a matter of the chosen ones that are out here doing this work, that have been doing this work from the get, that are really, you know, seeing themselves as something different, that aren't of this realm of the society of this. And like I said, you know, and I posted this on my Instagram, it's like, you'll know if you are a chosen one, because you're not even trying your hardest to try to fit in with certain people. You're not even trying your hardest to, you know, be somebody that, like, you're not trying to be somebody you're not. And so what people don't realize, they try and call themselves, oh, you know, I'm a chosen one, but in reality, they're over here hiding all the fucking skeletons in their closet, you feel me, with all these other things that they're, you know, suppressing and really not diving deep into that fucking closet to clear that shit out, you feel me? And so that's coming from, you know, very abandonment issues, from, you know, people feeling, you know, insecurities, all of this shit that they won't face for themselves, because they feel like victims, because they feel like the world is against them. And so these are why, you know, what's called narcissistic people that you'll eventually come across in your life. I never realized what that shit was until experiencing that in a relationship, when that person said I was narcissistic. And I was like, what the fuck does that even mean, fam? You feel me? And so that's fucked up. And so it just, you know, it goes to show, like, man, there's some fucking wild and crazy people that are out here just, you know, just to have power based off of their fucking ego and based off of their image, not really, and suppressing all of that from, you know, their real, you know, inner being, and suppressing all of that trauma and that hurt and, you know, all that fucking toxic shit that exists within them. And, you know, they're using their image, they're using everything in their power to gain power. And so projecting all of their toxic shit onto, you know, good people. And, you know, they always say good people end up last, and you know, it's funny, it's like, nah, we don't end up last, family. We just take a step back, and we just, you know, take ourselves away from, you know, the situation and people and places and things that are just not of us. And so for that saying to be so, you know, heightened, it's another, you know, because words are, you know, magic, and words are our prayer. And so, you know, of course, going back to the societal thing of, you know, everything being in the low vibrational energy. So, of course, people are going to consciously put that in people's psyche to being like, oh, good people finish last, because they want the ego and people materialistic to finish first, when, you know, shit is switching around, and that's not going to be the case anymore. Because, you know, as we continue to evolve and continue to keep our vibrations high and stay in our inner divinity and stay in of our mission and in our power, osmosisly, this is just going to happen to the point where everybody is going to get activated into their higher being. And so, again, it's just a matter of the ones that have gone through this crazy lifestyle and this experience being here to be able to share this out into the world, and to be able to share this and help motivate and inspire our brothers and sisters, again, that are needing and searching for this medicine, that are going through the similar things, but just don't have that voice or that platform, you know, to express themselves fully and openly and honestly in the ways that we can, you feel me? Because we've done, you know, enough work and have gone through enough experience to be confident and comfortable enough to share this type of wisdom, this type of knowing, and this type of understanding. And it's just a matter of us, of how we are going to continue to woven, you know, these experiences of our lives to share this wisdom out into, you know, our collective energy. And so again, it's osmosisly of how we show up for ourselves every day, how we, you know, give ourselves all the love, all the abundance, all the self-care of our mind, our body, our spirit. How are we nurturing our temples? How are we, that right there, you family, that's the 10 of cups. That's the wish fulfillment. That's the full alignment. That's us being first. That's us being on top. Because if you don't know how to be on top on your own and by yourself and of yourself, you're always going to be reaching out for somebody else's attention, somebody else's affection, somebody else's telling you that, oh, you know, you're good enough. You feel me? And so again, it's just a matter of a perspective and a lifestyle for everybody to really fully tap into their inner well-being and understand where you came from and who you are and why you are going through these experiences that you're going through, and not project that shit out onto people, and just understand that this is a experience in a lifetime, that we're having to go through these karmic cycles and these karmic waves of being, because this is just an experience that we have to go through and share. And that's the mission, and that's the journey, and that's just what it is until it's all cleared out into the next lifetimes, into the next generations of our lineage, that our kids, you feel me, can have this wisdom, can share this knowledge, and continue to thrive into their inner knowing and shine high and bright and beautiful and into this new age of Aquarius. And that's just what's happening, and that's what's going on, because it's no longer this, you know, this old system, this old belief system, the old traditions, the old ways of being of our grandparents and of our parents. It's no longer a part of this new generation of our collective consciousness that's rising high every day as we continue to talk more about this and present it and share it in ways that people are going to always think that this is, you know, this is too hippie or it's too whatever. These are the low vibrational human beings that have that, you know, the devil attached to them. They have that low vibrational, that lack mentality, that fear attached to them, when in reality they can just snap the fuck out of it and change their perspective of this whole life thing, of what they're experiencing, and not feel like they are bound to doing anything or how they, you know, built their life, and they can redo it however many times and however you want to redo it. It's just a matter of you being in that knowing of yourself and understanding that where you stand in this life, it really is it's this, you know, it's really detaching from all and everything that you have of this material world, to really step back and take a look at what this really is, what this really means. And again, it doesn't matter the circumstances that you're in. My circumstances as well. Your girl's a gypsy, you feel me? And so she's hella nomadic. And so, you know, it's really living a lifestyle that's very free and of this higher purpose. It's this devotion. It's that sacrifice to saying, I don't need anything. I don't even need the clothes, the house, the materials, the whatever, you know, all the expensive shit that I thought I needed. You feel me? And realizing that that was being taken away from me based off of, you know, the experiences that I was having to go through this past year, to let everything go, to let my whole entire old life go, to let all my materials go, to start, you know, this whole new journey on myself, for myself, and really just, you know, living moment to moment, and knowing that with doing this work, knowing that how much you're connected to your ancestors and how much you're connected to the higher realms and the spirituality and of this higher knowing, you're never going to be steered off wrong. You're never going to be off the rocker. You're never gonna be, you know, nothing's going to stop you. And so there can be so many, you know, forces trying to come at you, oppositions, people, you know, trying to slander your name and all this shit. And so realistically, all you got to do is you got to have a strong cutoff game and cut everybody off and have no feelings towards it. But in saying, you know, peace and love to, you know, experiencing and having this friendship and this lifestyle with y'all for the time being. But I no longer need you a part of my life anymore, because y'all are vibrating on this low vibration that isn't of my higher purpose. So I got to cut y'all off with all love and respect. Thank you for the lessons and thank you for the journey, but I no longer need you in my life. So thank you. So I got to keep it moving to get connected to my real brothers and sisters, to my real soul tribe, to my real home, you feel me? And so again, it's only for the strong, and you have to know how to navigate through those hard cycles of your life in order for you to get to a position in your life where you become this Zen master, this Buddhist, this monk of your life, you feel me? Where absolutely you don't need anything, because your 10 of cups, your happy home, your happy life is sitting in the mountains of the Himalayas, and you're absolutely good and beautiful and dope inside and out, and you don't need nothing else but your love within yourself, you feel me? And that's the 10 of cups that I'm so grateful to have for myself. I don't even care if like, you know, it's like, again, living that nomadic lifestyle, you know, and really just living moment to moment and just keeping my heart, my spirit, my mind and my body intact and aligned, and just focus and staying connected to the higher power, and knowing that they have me and they're protecting me and guiding my feet, you feel me? And so that allows me the space and time to let my heart be open, let my heart be free, let my spirit be free, let my inner child come out and play and be able to do the things that I want to do, because I'm not suppressing any emotions or any feelings or any hard feelings onto anybody or even myself. And I'm not projecting any of my experiences, my hurt, my pain, any of that to anybody or myself, because I've taken the time to sit with myself and really clear and heal myself. And again, society has put this picture out into our minds and into our world through social media and through all the, you know, interactive apps or whatever, is that we're supposed to have somebody outside of us to fulfill what it is that we're searching for inside of us. And that's not true. And so, you know, when there's power and money behind these advertisements and behind these social media platforms, they really can do whatever the fuck they want and change people's minds because of the money. And so again, it's just a matter of us as individuals to decipher whether that's the route that you want to take and you want to continue to drown in and follow the rest of the herd, be a part of that sheep. Or do you take yourself out of it and build your own tribe and build your own world and build this new age of Aquarius that exists with the rest of this whole entire humanity of our brothers and sisters that are on the same vibration as us? They don't have to be in the same location as us because it's a spiritual journey and we're all connected and vibrating and connecting through this ethereal realm, through this higher dimension, through this way of being. And it's all science. And again, if you're doing your research, if you're doing the work, if you're understanding and educating yourself on these types of life experiences and these types of knowledge that is out there in the world, you just have to be the one searching for it. You just have to be the one. Again, it's all choice. So, you know, growing up in a system where everything is, you know, suppressed and it has to be organized A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and it's in a system, right? And so when you step out of that system, you become different and not of the system. And so it's going to feel lonely. It's going to feel like you're isolated. It's going to feel like, what is this, right? Or what am I doing? Or is this even the right thing that I'm doing? And in reality, it's God and your ancestors isolating you and protecting you because you have a bigger purpose, you have a higher mission, and you have a bigger thing to do in this lifetime. And so when you really are able to connect with yourself and understand who you are and where you came from and why you're here to do what it is that you're doing and really dive deep into that mastery of yourself, again, nothing's going to stop you. And there's going to be people, places, things that are going to project and do their best or whatever they try and do with their little I don't know how to even say the words. It's like their little puny like magic shit that they try to do that they don't even know how to do. You feel me? Because they're searching on YouTube for that shit. And they're not even connected, you feel me? And so it doesn't matter what people fucking try and do and project onto you, because you're going to forever be protected because you know how to protect yourself. God and your ancestors got you. And so it's just a matter of the ones that know that and that are chosen, that are doing this work and that are of this knowing. And so my real ones, I love y'all for thriving and striving through these heartaches and pains that everybody has been going through, you feel me? And so we're just transitioning into this time and space in our lives where we're able to elevate and educate each other and continue to build this beautiful world and connect with each other from afar and use these platforms as the betterment of our good and not use it for all this low vibrational, egotistical fucking distraction that everybody's putting their fucking face glued to the fucking computer, because it's a dopamine that everybody's searching for. And especially, you know, going and diving deeper into the theories of all of it, that's another topic that we can talk about. But I wanted to share, you know, just some of this self-mastery, this wisdom, this knowledge, these experiences that, you know, your girl has experienced and is going through, because I know that this is going to help and share some love and light onto anybody else that's going through, you know, similar experiences that I'm going through and have conquered. And so it's just a matter of you staying strong and you keeping the faith and really, you know, it's like closing your eyes and really feeling in your heart and your mind, your body and your spirit that you got this, that you really, even though it's the most shittiest and toxic and it's like it could kill you in the moment, you still got to hold strong and still have that faith of, man, I ain't going nowhere. This shit can, try and kill me all it wants to, but it's not time to go. It ain't time to go, baby. We got so much shit to do. You feel me? And so that's just what this, being these true warriors of our inner divinity, of having that strength, of being, the leaders of our own destiny. And this is our way of being able to give back to each other. And these are healthier and beautiful ways that we're able to share ourselves authentically and true and of ourselves. And so, again, it's just a matter of how we're using these platforms and helping to bring in this beautiful new age of Aquarius and helping to elevate and educate, everybody, again, that is looking for this freedom, that's looking for this inner divinity of themselves. And how do we do it? You got to fucking do the work. You got to do the work. And that means going through life experiences to teach you all the lessons that you need to be taught. And it's going to give you that strength, and it's going to give you that discerning of knowing what you're going to put up with and what you're not going to put up with. So I just wanted to share all this with everybody, because it's never going to get you hung up ever again once you've done this grimy, dirty work. It's not easy, family, but I keep saying, it gets easier in time when you have done so much of this work and have experienced so much in your life. It's like, it's like a video game for sure. It's like you finished this level. Now it's on to the next level. And so the next levels get harder and harder, right? So new levels, new devils. And so it's just a matter of how you're staying strong and defeating, those devilish fucking low vibrational, egotistical people that are living and breathing and of this world. And so how are you being discerning, and how are you protecting yourself from these types of people, knowing that you're already prepared and 10 steps ahead of them, because you can see them from a distance, you feel me? And you can understand and read people. And that's a superpower that not everybody gets to have, you feel me? Because they're not as woke. That's all I'm saying. And that's the most nicest way to say it. It's like... And so with this other shit of people, trying to be like, oh, stay woke. It's like, bruh, what does that really mean to you, though? Are you really woke? Are you really doing that Grammy work? Or are you just smoking that weed, fucking putting that shit on fucking Instagram to just look pretty and try and act like, you're somebody that you're not, you feel me? And so this is a reality that has been the case. And again, and so it's just a matter of the 144 generation that's out here doing this work to fucking put our feet down to be like, nah, dude, that's not the one. You feel me? And so, yeah, it's just, man, again, it's like you just have to allow, your life experience to guide you and really not take it for granted, but also not take it personal, because we're meant to go through these things in our lives so that we're able to elevate and educate each other and share this love and wisdom. So family, I hella love and appreciate everybody that's right here, tapped in, tuned in with your girl. This is just a open, honest conversation that I wanted to share with everybody. Your girl's in her new transitions and phases of life, so that she's able to, have time and the energy and nothing around her to distract her, to be able to share this love and this wisdom and this high vibration that exists, so that we're all able to get up here and share this wealth, you feel me? And so I just wanted to jump on here to bring in this beautiful vibration to everybody. So I hope this helped. I hope this inspired somebody, and I hope this really activates your inner heart, your inner wisdom, your inner truth, and it helps you bring some sort of clarity within yourself and your mission and what it is that you want to do in this lifetime, family. So family, tap right in with your girl. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Peace and So much love.